Greetings and welcome, all you beautiful humans, and welcome to your Soulmate Soul Scopes. I am Demi, and I want to thank you for tuning in. I am powered by Love TV. This is your channel Akashic Record reading meets your soul books for your horoscope. And if this resonates with you, I want you to go ahead and drop this emoji in the love sector. And if it resonates with you in the abundance, I want you to go ahead and drop this emoji. Let everyone know that you watch it all the way through. Leave your comments and feedback. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell if you want to see all of our great and wonderful content from right here at I'm Powered by Love TV. But most importantly, don't forget to watch your entire Soulmate Soul Scope. Subscribe, like, and share. Keep in touch with us, and we will get your reading started right now.
Taurus DECAN 1's birthdays from April 20th through the 30th.
All right, greetings, all my Taurus DECAN 1s. This is your soul growth reading from February 1st to the 15th. And caution, this is a retrograde season like none other. And so for all my returning friends, you already know this is your soul growth. This is your life path energy, what you're healing, transforming, evolving to get you to the next evolutionary place where you can manifest those intentions cleaner, faster, and quicker. So we're going into your soul growth, and to all of the beautiful new humans tuning in for the very first time, this is the part where we understand more about our life path, our karmic cycle, and why these things are happening, and best of all, how we are going to shift through our life using this energy right here as our movement forward, through, and rising above. Oh, okay, these are already shuffled, but this is the soul lesson deck is courage. Man, rising above is not even a game. They literally hit that one right on the head. This is about courage and facing and going through you're part of the transformational cycle here during a retrograde. It's going to be so important that you take brave steps to communicate. I'm hearing this is where you really need to speak to, not to others, but voice what it is that you desire. You know, that engagement, connectivity, the things that you really deeply yearn to have in your life at this time. And this is the gift, talent, skill, and ability that you already have to bring that about. What I love about this card for you is because this right here is the skill of the lone. You're already self-contained. You're already self-made. You don't need a lot of things from other people. And this is a skill and a talent and an ability, and you were already born with this thing. So this deck is always about what you already naturally have, who you are. And so this being the loner is the courage. This is how you summons the courage to speak to what you really deserve right now. This deck here, I mean, all these have been pre-shuffled. That's why I had to make sure I pulled in the right order here for the energy's sake. This is the path. This is how you go about using your inherent abilities to grow courage to speak. Because this one for you is about communication. So this is your path right now. Oh, I love this. This is such a beautiful card. This is about a ritual, the ritual of grounding, and really centering and balancing yourself, bringing your heart and your mind and your heart into the alignment and the agreement. What the heart wants, let it now control the mind and not the other way around. You know how we self-sabotage ourselves by, knowing that we feel and that we want to be loved and deepen the loving relationships or become more vulnerable so our love relationships can expand, but the mind says you can't trust anybody. This is when the mind and the heart are out of alignment. And then we get a mishmash of whatever life throws at us after that, because the mind and the heart aren't talking to each other. So this is about the courage to communicate solely from your heart space now. And now we're going to go into your Soulmate Soul Scopes reading. They're also telling me that this ritual of grounding, this should be done for you with water and really being able to just ground down. Move that energy. Let it be fluid coming down. So this is the ritual of water and release. All right, my Taurus friends, DECAN ones, let's do a little bit of extra energy on these cards. Get some love and some light. They've already been pre-shuffled. And so a little bit more on there. Let's see here what the guides have for you in your Akash. Man, you guys are definitely looking for the X factor right now. And there's a wind of change. Ooh, I can see that. I'm loving this. All right, we're going to stop right there for now. All right, so the pattern of life that you are currently in, where courage is going to be necessary, there's a lot of change happening around you. Some of it feels like you're sinking in quicksand, you're making quick, fast steps, and then others are feeling like mud and sunken. So there's times when you're making quick, fast-paced decisions, and also when you feel like you're being bogged down and you're overwhelmed. And so there's a lot of life being thrown at you right now that seems to really have you kind of a little bit all over the map. So this retrograde, they were right to tell you right off the bat that this is the retrograde of all retrogrades, especially for you. You need clear thinking and you need a lot of energy. And so we've got a lot of different placements of planets within this retrograde, and with it being in Aquarius itself, this is really causing a slowdown of your mental acuity and your agility mentally to extrapolate multiple informations. And so you are being inundated also, not just in your career, but in your emotional life too. And this feels uncomfortable. And they're telling me to tell you this so that you can really understand that they are talking to you, is because you can see that things are getting a little bit out of control and you don't like that feeling of not knowing. It's scary for you, and this is where you're going to have to trust yourself and communicate deeply more with your emotional self now, and lean on that. And this is why the flexible card is here. It's because now that things are pulling, especially in the relationship sector, because you're not really sure where all of this is coming from. You feel like all of this is out of the blue, and they're reminding me to tell you that some of this has been said to you before, especially here at the Soulmate Soul Scopes, is that you've got to speak to what you deserve and you desire, and then you also then have to become that as well in vibration. And in order to manifest something, you have to have like energy. We've all heard that, but we don't know how to be that. And this is why we have these conflicts in our life, is that we're not being able to do that. So now you're having to flex. It's kind of hard to flex when you're a little bit fixed, and you're in this fixed position. That's why they said some of it feels like quicksand and some of it feels like thick, heavy, deep mud that you're trudging through, and you're moving to become more seamless and a little bit more fluid, instead of that slow pace. So that quick pace sometimes throws you, not as it throws you off, but you feel like you're going through an onslaught of different paces. And right now with the retrograde, it's hard for you to do that. They're telling you to go the distance, that you're doing a really great job here. So we're going to move these here, because in these changes that you're effectively making and allowing these things to come about, you're stepping more into that power, and they want you to go the extra mile. They want you to go the distance. They want you to really see this all the way through, because the fruition of all that you desire in the relationship sector, and revising and rebuilding the structure of your financial stability is on its way, but it has to come from a designated center point, which is your heart. A lot of us have been told that the seat of the soul is actually the third eye, but actually it's your heart. That's where the seat of the soul is. We are to experience the becoming of unconditional divine love, and we can only do that through the heart, with our feelings and emotions, to surrender that to the soul's position, so that it can then express to us what true compassion is, what true love is, and also giving that love in vulnerability without fear. So there's that. Now, this is what I heard from the jump. You want to know why. You don't think it's fair. You've worked hard, you've been a good person, and you don't know why things seem to be shifting and you can't control, and you feel like they're being ripped out and torn away. They just explained why, but still you're asking. So that's what I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because they're saying that you're still saying, even though they just said all this, you would still say why. So they find that to be funny because they just told you, and we're going to leave it right there. Your why is the answer that you just heard. So they want you to be clear. You want a different version and an outcome in life, and the only way to do that is to make you uncomfortable, take away what you're comfortable, so the need to control it all can be done. And you're being flexible, but you still don't know why. Because you want a different version of your life. That's why. You want to enhance and improve your relationship. So you have to stop the way in which you go about it. And now when you can speak clearly from the heart, you're better to exchange without fear the vulnerability of self. You are a gift. And so is the person that is in your life. And although they're making you feel differently now, it's because you've got to come from a space that is genuinely you. And you're like, well, I do love this person and I'm genuine, right? But there's a lot about the where this is that is in the relationship that they're saying that even here you approach it with a lot of cavalierness. You can take it or leave it. Very nonchalant. And you exude very little emotion, and this is bothersome to your partner. And so they have to start changing and transforming the life of the world around you because you want a different outcome. And this is part of the benefits of moving past the why stage. This is they're saying that this part that you've asked for this. The change. You want a different version of life. Okay, so this part here, we've got to be in the position to come out of that, because you're already facing your partner's not clear, and although you keep telling him or her that you want to be here, until you can really muster the courage to step out into and surrender, not just step out. This is about surrendering and vulnerability is what I'm hearing in the relationship sector, that you guys are at odds. You're not seeing eye to eye, and you want to be. And when you start speaking from the heart, you can begin this exchange. You can begin this exchange, and this refreshes and revives things. But if you keep going in this, why is this happening? It's because you need to surrender. And the beauty about all that who you are, that you hold in reserve. You hold yourself in reserve. When you start this through the soul growth portion that we shared earlier, as you start moving and using this courage and building and growing and speaking to yourself what you truly deserve, bringing your heart center together, you're going to be creating a world of beauty, is what they say. And that is your why. This is how, and this is why. This is already what you want, and it's here for you to have this new version of the life that you don't know how to get to, but now it seems like it's falling away. And we have to move into the higher self position now to really live authentically, genuinely, and also with happiness and joy and lightness, effortless, as well as being prosperous. So Taurus, come on now. Let's get the gift, the real gift exchange that's worth giving Doesn't just happen at Christmas time. It happens right now. I'm Demi, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to drop those emojis and let us know that, and let everyone else know that you watched it all the way through. And really quick, whoever your partner is, check out their soulmate soul scope so that you can kind of understand what they're going through, so you can better make decisions as you're moving. Definitely check that out. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, coming back to see us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share here at SOULSCOPES, but hit that notification bell so you can get all of our fresh content every time it drops. And if you want a deeper, clearer reading about your energy specifically, don't forget to check the description box below to see that YouTube exclusive offer reading. And I want to thank you. I'm Demi, and I am signing